Hey everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing another action figure review. Today, we're looking at the McFarlane DC Multiverse Rainbow Batman from Detective Comics number 241. This is both Batman in the green suit and the yellow suit. I ordered these guys from Sgt. Pepper's Hobby Club from Hong Kong. They arrived today. They're starting to show in Canada, and they'll be showing in the US soon. So let's take a look at the packaging. As you can see, we have Batman here in a green suit. 22 moving parts, McFarlane Toys, ages 12 plus, DC Multiverse Batman in its green suit, McFarlane Platinum Edition. These are both red platinum figures. Here is the package. We have 6 hands, a Batarang, collector's card, and display stand. Of course, both figures have the exact same accessories, only done in different color schemes. We have the green Batman and the yellow Batman. One side of the package, Batman in his green suit from Detective 241. Batman green suit. There's his barcode, if that helps. And in the back, here's an image of that original comic. And of course, we have Batman in his yellow suit. Same accessories, red platinum again. Batman yellow suit. Of course, the same comic. And his barcode, if it helps. Really excited to be adding these two to the collection. In the leak list, the next two are going to be the pink suit and the rainbow suit, making McFarlane the first company to make every single crazy suit from this Silver Age story. So with no further ado, let's open them up. Alright, now that we got these figures out of the package, here they are with all the accessories laid out. We have a couple display stands, a couple collector's cards. Each figure has 6 hands and a Batarang. These figures are based off the Nightfall Batman body, and even though it's from a very campy, ridiculous storyline, they're visually kind of pleasing. They look good. So in this comic, Detective Comics 241 from 1957, it's such a ridiculous story. If I'm not mistaken, something like Dick Grayson breaks his arm, and then Batman wears all these different ridiculous costumes, the bullseye costume, the different colorful costumes, and a rainbow costume, just so that enemies will pay more attention to him and not see Robin with a broken arm and realize he's Dick Grayson. Like I said, it's a ridiculous story, but that's how all the comics were back in the 50s. And let's take a closer look. So, green Batman. He's got the Silver Age head, short ears, square jaw, sort of smiling face, the black sort of in the front of his cowl with the green eyebrows, very campy, kind of like the Adam West TV show. Bat symbol, no oval. I like the different shades of green, light green, darker green. Like I said, these are visually very pleasing. I think they look good, although they're sort of pointless in a collection as far as you're not going to have a green Batman in the streets fighting some thugs, etc. But it's a cool collector's item, and it's visually, like I said, I think it looks good. Double-jointed knees, double-jointed elbows, cloth soft goods cape with a wire in it. Has that sort of shiny material, which I'm not a huge fan of, but there are definitely worse capes, like the 89 Keaton they made recently. It does have a bendy wire for posing purposes. And then next we have the yellow Batman. And it's 100% the same sculpt. You can see the sort of white yellow eyebrows and nose, bat symbol, different shades of yellow, same sort of cape, bendy wire, exact same sculpt. I like them, and I'm excited that the last two are on the leaked list, and we're going to have a complete collection. That'll be pretty cool, albeit colorful and ridiculous. And a closer look at his face and head sculpt, which I think is perfect for a Silver Age Batman. I mean, the short-eared cowl, square jaw, the sort of smiling face, the colorful eyebrows, nose, it's all there. And a closer look at the yellow Batman. The eyebrows are a little bit more vibrant. He looks just a little even brighter than the green one. But like I said, they both look good. It's just interesting and unusual, but the different shades are done well, so it's pleasing to the eyes. And then, here are the figures, broken down as far as they can go, with all of their removable parts detached. Now let's check out their accessories, starting off with the boring stuff. Here's their display stand. Typical McFarlane display stand we've seen countless times before, but this one has the classic DC logo on it. First time I've seen that before. I like it. And here's his collector's card. As you can see, it's a replica of part of the cover of Detective Comics 241. I must Robin. I must wear a different color Batman costume each night. All the different color rainbow Batman costumes. Batman in his orange suit from Detective Comics 241. And it just so happens I have the original issue here. This is from 1957, Silver Age. The cover, the number is actually ripped off, so I wrote it on the outside of this bag. Detective Comics, Rainbow Batman, I Must Robin. But Batman, last night you wore the green costume, tonight you're going to wear the red costume. Why? They better make all of them. Now let's look at their hands. They have a total of 6 hands each, 3 left hands and 3 right hands. Here he is with his first pair of hands. These are his fists. Then, with his second pair of hands, this is a pair of gripping hands. And his third pair of hands, these are a pair of open hands. They look like they could be some grabbing, choking, or throwing hands. Now for the batarangs. He has 2 batarangs, just a typical looking batarang. Of course, one is green and one is yellow. I could see either one of these working with an old school, sort of classic Robin, and the yellow one, maybe Batgirl. Like I said, just a normal looking batarang. Here's a look at both these Batman figures, holding and getting ready to throw their batarangs. Now I want to talk about the cape for a second. It's made of cloth soft goods and has a bendy wire on either side. The cape itself can stretch out about that far. It looks pretty cool. I like the sort of little jagged edges on the bottom. You can pose it in a bunch of different ways. Straight up and down. You could have them sort of draping the cape like so. What I like to do is have the cape sort of flowing in the wind. And a really easy way to do that is just take your finger, bend the sort of wire going upward, and then bend it down again, and then back up. And you kind of have the cape flowing in the wind. Make it a little bit less sort of straight edges there, smooth it out. Take the other piece, push it inside, and bam, you have a quick makeshift version of Batman's cape flowing in the wind. And tell you the truth, it doesn't look half bad. Spend a little time tweaking it up, and there you go. Now to check out the reuse differences and similarities between these Rainbow Batman figures and the Nightfall Batman. They are 100% the same as the Silver Age Batman on the far right, and the only real difference from Nightfall is a different head sculpt. So let's take a closer look. Start with their heads here. You can see they're different, longer ears, a different sort of more square jaw here, etc. So different head sculpt. As you go further down, of course, the cape is different. Cloth soft goods cape versus rubber. The way it connects the cowl is a little bit further up on him. Now the chest has a bat symbol here, and it's on a risen sculpted piece. This is the same torso, just without that part smoothed over. The belt is a little bit different, so they changed the belt on the diaper piece. This is a more modern capsule belt. This is an older capsule belt. Gloves are the same. Boots are the same, with the same point. The diaper is the same, except for the belt has changed. So it's 100% the same figure, except for the head, the belt, the cape, and the paint job. And I think it works great. I really do like the Nightfall base body. And here are all the figures that are 100% identical. Same sculpt, same articulation, different paint job. Here's a look at all the different figures that utilize the Nightfall Batman body. I count 22 of them. There are 2, both regular and platinum versions of the No Man's Land Batman utilize this body, and then the upcoming red, or pink rather, and rainbow Batman figures. That'll put us at 26 Batman figures using this body. I like the body, and I think all the figures look pretty unique, and I'm pleased with almost each and every one of them. Now they've taken a pretty good look at both the figure and its accessories. Let's check out their height. From bottom to the top of their head, standing right at 7 inches tall, which can translate to about 18 centimeters. And if you go to the top of the ears, about 7.1 inches tall. And for the articulation, which is identical on both figures. So starting with his head here, of course, you can rotate side to side. He can look up a pretty good amount, down pretty good as well. Can't tilt his head from one side to the other. Shoulders on a ball joint, goes up about 90 degrees, up, down, around. He's got these butterfly rings. He covers a large gap there and increases the range of motion. Bicep cut, double jointed elbows. His wrist can rotate, and it's hinged as well. In his torso, he's got a ball joint, rotate around, forward and back. Another one is waist, rotate around, forward and back. Between the two, pretty good range of motion. Legs, complete as splits, McFarlane style hip joints. Rotation is minimal. Legs go forward, about that much. Back, not at all. Double jointed knees. And his ankle, forward and back, rotate, tilt, rock, and of course, to articulation. Here's a look at sort of my reenactment of the cover of Detective Comics number 241. I must, Robin, I must wear a different colored Batman costume each night. But Batman, last night you wore the orange costume, and tonight you're wearing the green and yellow costumes. Why? Now let's check them out. Next to some other action figures, starting off with some other Rainbow Batman and wacky Silver Age figures. Here are these two Rainbow Batman figures, the green and yellow, next to the previous two, the orange and purple. Add in the blue, and we have almost all the colors from the cover of Detective Comics number 241. We just need the pink or red version. And it is coming. And of course, you can add in the Bullseye Batman. Detective Comics 241 is also where the Bullseye Batman suit comes from. I believe he started off by wearing that, and then started switching to different colors every day. And according to the leak list, the next two that are going to come out is going to be the pink version Batman, completing all of them from the cover, and the actual rainbow version of Batman. No company has ever made all of them together. McFarlane's the first one to ever make the Bullseye Batman. DC directed the Rainbow Batman. Mattel did the actual Rainbow Batman. Let's check those out. So it would be cool to have a complete collection, even though they're so colorful, wacky, and goofy and from the campy Silver Age. But it is from the actual Batman comics. So here's McFarlane DC Multiverse version of the green and yellow Batman, next to the DC Direct versions. Here are all the Rainbow Batman figures that McFarlane has made so far. Green, orange, blue, purple, and yellow, and their DC Direct counterparts in front of them. And the last we need to complete the colors from the cover is a sort of pink or red version, and it's confirmed to be coming up shortly. Mattel also dabbled in the Rainbow Batman story. They made the actual rainbow suit of the Rainbow Batman. No other company has made that. McFarlane is going to be the first one to make every single thing for that comic, and I think that's kind of cool. McFarlane also made the Silver Age version of the Zarnar Batman, utilizing the same body as these Rainbow Batman figures. Here they are, next to Mattel's Strange Lives of Batman, the Silver Age Batman. It's a really cool set, and they made a bunch of wacky, different variations for the Silver Age. Kind of goes along with the Rainbow Batman theme. In that set, they made a Zebra Batman. It also included a Rip Van Batman figure, and then a Negative Batman figure, and also an Alien Batman figure, and finally, with a Robot Batman as well. And since this guy is a Platinum Chase variant, let's check out all the different Platinum Chase variants McFarlane has released. Here are all the different Platinum Chase variants from 2020 through the end of 2023. And then here are all the Platinum Chase variants from 2024. Boy, did they really crank up the volume. They were cranking out so many Platinums last year, and it looks like this year is going to be about the same. And here's a look at all the 2025 Platinums. In front of you, we have all the red Platinums on the left, and the silver Platinums on the right. There's only a few figures that I'm still missing the Platinums of that are out right now, and that would be the red Platinum Steve Trevor, the silver Platinum Superboy, and the silver Platinum No Man's Land Batman. And even though it's not a McFarlane DC Multiverse figure, I'm still looking for the Superpowers Wave 4 Walmart exclusive Black Manta. Unfortunately, I didn't win the EQ on that one. Once all those figures are out, we'll be looking at a total of 14 red Platinums and 18 silver Platinums. If anybody can point me in the right direction, or can possibly help me out with the items on my want list, please drop me a line in the comments below. It is much appreciated. Now check them out. Next to some other recently released McFarlane DC Multiverse figures. Here they are, next to the Superman vs. Godzilla 2-pack. Here are these Rainbow Batman figures, next to the Blacklight version of Etrigan the Demon, and the Jokerized Dick Grayson Robin. And here they are, next to some recent Collector's Edition figures. We have the Target exclusive, regular, and Platinum Chase variants of the Strange Lives of Superman. Both versions of Hawkgirl, and the Red Lantern, Guy Gardner, and the Yellow Jacket, Mr. Terrific. Then, next to the black and white accent, Year 2 Batman, and Grim Knight. And now, with some more Target exclusive figures, we have the Revenge of the Green Lanterns, Red Cyborg Superman, and the new 52 Superman. Here they are, next to the recent James Gunn Superman movie wave. We have 3 versions of Superman: Superman Robot, Mr. Terrific, Metamorpho, Lex Luthor, 2 versions of Ultraman, and the Kaiju Beast. And here they are, next to the most recent Batman theatrical movie wave. We have the Jim Carrey Batman Forever Final Suit Riddler, the All Bronze Michael Keaton Batman, and the Jeremy Irons Batman vs Superman Alfred. Then, with a couple of McFarlane cover recreations, we have the infamous Stolen Killing Joke Joker and the Dark Knight Returns Batman. And now, with the Amazon exclusive glow-in-the-dark Captain Carrot. And finally, with the Cowboy Batman, Jade, Armored Hal Jordan, both the regular and platinum versions of Eradicator, Bizarro, and Cyborg Superman. Now let's check them out, next to some action figures from different various companies, so we can see how they fit in, both scale and style-wise, in case you want to know which lines you can mix them with. Since they're McFarlane toys, they are typically the 7-inch scale. I'm going to start off my comparisons with some of the large action figure lines I collect, and work my way smaller, and I'm going to include as many Batman figures as I can during these comparisons. Here they are, next to several different McFarlane DC Multiverse Batman figures, and now with some Jack-specific wrestling figures and Diamond Select toys. Here are these Rainbow Batman figures, next to a bottle of sunscreen, and here they are with some DC Direct and NECA Batman figures. Then, with both some Mattel and Jazzwares wrestling figures, and now with some Mezco and Mattel Batman figures. Next, with some Mafex and Hasbro Marvel Legends, and finally, with some SH Figure Arts and Jazzwares Fortnite figures. So overall, these are some cool Rainbow Batman figures. I love that they're getting to all the colors. I love that it's confirmed they're going to have the collection complete. These do look good. I'd say my favorites are probably the orange and the purple ones, then followed by green, then blue, then yellow. We'll see how the pink and the rainbow ones look. Their accessories are cool. Their height and articulation, sculpt, paint job are everything you'd expect from a McFarlane DC Multiverse figure. If I were to rate these guys, probably give them about a 7 out of 10. I do like the green one more than the yellow one, but they both look pretty nice. So this is D Hunter. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.